Have you ever found yourself reacting really instinctively in a tough situation and then maybe regretting it like moments later?
Definitely.
Or maybe felt stuck in that cycle of harsh self-criticism, the kind that just drains your energy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, today we're diving into the GRACE framework, that's GRACE. Gentleness, reflection, accountability, correction, and embedding habits.
Hmm.
And our mission is really to unpack its foundational step, gentleness. You can sort of think of it as the fertile soil where all true, lasting growth begins.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is that without cultivating this core compassion, we can't genuinely reflect or change or, heal properly.
Right.
So we'll explore exactly how to practice both self-compassion and compassion toward others, even when emotions are running really high.
Okay, before we go any deeper then, let's make sure we're clear on what compassion actually means within this specific framework.
Good idea.
It's defined as recognizing pain, whether that's in yourself or in others, and responding with kindness, not judgment.
Kindness, not judgment. Yeah.
So it's about pausing, acknowledging those really intense emotions before you react.
And this often brings up a really important question for people, which is, why isn't compassion
Yeah.
just being soft?
Yeah, that's right. Like letting things slide.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's actually the only real path to clarity and effective action when those emotions are high. It kind of disarms that emotional hijack,
Oh, yeah.
allowing for like a strategic response instead of just reactive chaos. So for instance, when you catch yourself criticizing your own mistake,
Which happens.
which definitely happens, compassion actively disrupts that shame cycle.
Yep.
It validates your struggles. And similarly, if a partner snaps after a long day,
Mm-hmm.
compassion helps you see beyond that surface reaction to maybe their deeper discomfort or stress.
That idea of compassion as strength, not softness, really resonates. And a huge part of applying that strength, I guess, comes from really understanding perspective, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Our reactions are just so often shaped by our past experiences, our physical state right now, cultural background, even our immediate goals.
Exactly right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, you don't actually need to agree with someone to offer them compassion.
That's interesting.
You only need to pause and ask yourself, okay, what might this pain feel like from their world? And this principle applies just as much to self-compassion, too.
How so?
Well, it's like understanding your own intense self-doubt when you're just completely exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe recognizing the cultural reasons why you might habitually dismiss your own wins, your achievements. That kind of understanding is really powerful.
Okay, so with all this in mind, what does this actually look like in daily practice? How do we do it?
Yeah, the practical bit.
The GRACE framework offers some really practical tools to get started right away. First up, there's something called the 3-minute pause.
Right. This involves 3 simple but quite profound steps. First is deep breathing, like inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6. That longer exhale is key.
Okay.
Then you actually name the emotion you're feeling. Maybe just internally say, I feel overwhelmed, or if it's about someone else, they seem hurt.
Just acknowledging it.
Just naming it. And finally, you whisper kindly to yourself something like, this is hard. It's okay to feel this.
Hmm.
And this whole process, it isn't just about feeling better magically. By slowing your breath and naming the emotion, you're actively engaging your prefrontal cortex.
The thinking part of the brain.
Exactly. Which helps calm down your limbic system, your emotional center, and brings your baseline back to a place where you can think clearly, not just react.
That sounds like a real game changer for so many moments through the day.
It can be.
Okay, another tool is the why might this be journal prompt. How does that work?
Well, for self-compassion, you might ask yourself something like, why might I expect perfection from myself right now? Is this tied to some past experience or maybe a core belief?
Ah, digging a bit deeper.
Yeah. And for others, you could ponder, why might they be shutting down? Could they feel unheard, perhaps?
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just overwhelmed themselves. It shifts the focus.
It really broadens the perspective.
And finally, there are compassion mantras. For yourself, a powerful one is simply, I am human. My feelings are valid messengers.
I like that. Valid messengers.
Yeah. And for others, you might use, their behavior reflects their inner world, not my worth.
Ooh, that's a good one.
These short, intentional phrases, they just help reinforce kindness and reframe those challenging situations.
Okay, let's try and put this into a real-life situation. Imagine a colleague sharply criticizes your idea in a meeting.
Okay, yep. Felt that one.
Right. Without gentleness, Your first reaction might be that hot flush of embarrassment, and you either lash out defensively,
Or shrink inward.
exactly, or internalize that shame, just replaying it over and over.
But with gentleness, the approach changes.
Yeah.
First, you'd acknowledge your own embarrassment. Okay, my embarrassment makes perfect sense. I worked hard on this, and this feels like a personal attack right now.
Validating your own feeling first.
Yes. And then, for your colleague, you might shift your perspective. Hang on, they're under immense stress about the project deadline. Maybe this isn't actually about me or my idea's worth.
Right, it might not be personal at all.
It often isn't. And this allows you to respond much more calmly in the moment, maybe seek clarity later, rather than just escalating things or internalizing unnecessary pain.
So it gives you agency back.
Precisely. It's about choosing understanding, which gives you agency.
So gentleness isn't passive at all. It's really the profound courage to face pain, yours or others, with kindness. It feels like the superpower that builds the resilience you need for the deeper grace work that follows, right? It lets you reflect honestly without judging yourself,
Fuels the courage for accountability,
opens the door to effective correction.
and ultimately empowers you to embed those new, healthier habits.
Exactly. All built on that foundation.
And remember, Grace, the whole framework, it's not about achieving perfection. Nobody's perfect.
Definitely not.
It's really about persistent, compassionate progress, anchoring yourself in kindness, especially when things are difficult. So maybe the question for you listening is, what's one small step you can take this week to practice gentleness?
Just one small step. How can you make compassion your anchor in your own world?